Hello guys, it's Tony here again with another episode of TCTV. So just before I get started, I'm just going to give a quick couple of shout outs. Firstly, I'd like to thank Bill and Paul for getting me involved in the last Thumb Culture podcast. Podcast number 2 is available on the Thumb Culture website as we speak, so you can go and download that, listen to it as your pleasure. I had a great time doing it. I could just talk about games till the cows come home, and we had a really, really good conversation. I'm looking forward to getting involved in some more podcasts in the future. And secondly, I'd like to thank you, the viewer, the person that's watching this, the person that makes Thumb Culture the one stop that they come to every single day. Just down to you guys, the last video that I did for Thumb Culture, the TCTV retrospective look at GTA 4 and what I wanted to see from GTA 5, and what did you want to see? It's now become, I think, the highest viewed video on my YouTube channel. It completely went stratospheric. We started getting some great conversations going in the comment section. So I'd personally like to thank you, give you a big wet sloppery kiss, a slap on the back, have a virtual beer. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much, so much. Anyway, stop gushing now. As you can probably tell from the footage that's playing and the title of this video, what I want to do is just have a look at the two hugely anticipated games that are coming out. They need no introduction. We're talking Battlefield 3 and we're talking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I just want to have a quick look at what I want to see from the new games that are coming out, and I want to ask the questions about what you guys are expecting from them as well. Now, Battlefield 3, there's currently a PC alpha that's going on at the moment. It's invitation only. There are people playing it already. You can go onto YouTube and check out a few guys' YouTube channels. They've got footage from the beta on there. It looks absolutely stunning. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Unfortunately, I'm not a PC gamer, so I've got to wait for the beta to come out, which is apparently going to be due at some time in September. DICE haven't actually confirmed 100% what's going to be happening. Basically, they're just like saying, hold on to your copies of the limited edition Medal of Honor, the one with the big Battlefield 3 beta sticker on the front. I'm sure there's going to be some codes and other things that you're going to be able to get some access on there as well. To get access to the beta. But, you can go ahead and register for the newsletter on the Battlefield website and make sure your veteran status is up to date. You may be lucky enough to get an invite to the alpha. It's still going on now. So basically, I just want to have a quick word about Battlefield 3 and what I'd really, really like to see from it. There's some stuff that's been kind of leaked out or whatever already about the gunplay and certain things that are going to be happening. I absolutely love Battlefield. Between the two games, I kind of prefer the Call of Duty single player experience, and I'm more of a team player when it comes to the multiplayer side of things. So I do prefer Battlefield. I love being in a squad. I like it when you're working with a real good squad. You can all kind of work together to take down the objectives. I don't know why, it just really, really kind of appeals to me. I do kind of think that the Modern Warfare, this is my own opinion, so please feel free to disagree with me. Modern Warfare kind of, it's a bit more of a lone gun type thing. Even though you're in a team, you tend to play it more as like an individual, whereas Battlefield, the team kind of aspects are what I really, really love about it. They've said that there's a couple of other changes. Now, to get the dog tags in Battlefield 3, you've got to perform a stealth kill on somebody. You don't just get them for doing like the normal melee, which kind of happens in Bad Company 2. What you've got to do, you've got to sneak up behind them, hold down the melee button, you'll do a stealth kill, and then you'll claim the dog tags. All the dog tags are customizable, kind of like in the same way that you can customize the kind of little ribbon that you see when someone kills you in Black Ops. You get that little customizable thing that kind of, it's got a different name on it. Apparently, the dog tags are going to be similar. You can embellish them with different symbols to show if you're kind of like a sniper, if you prefer melee or rocket attacks or something like this. So, they've really kind of personalised the dog tags, and I think they wanted to kind of make it a bit more of an element, really, that you have actually kind of like killed someone with a bit of a war record or something like that. It's great. What I'd really, really like to see from the next Battlefield on the multiplayer side is a lot more options. I want you to give me loads of different game types, even though the game types that are on there are kind of like solid and they are built with kind of team play in mind. I'd like to kind of just have a few more options in there. Just give us a little bit more customization. I mean, I think, you know, what they've done, as you can fit any kind of scope to any kind of rifle and yada yada yada, I think it's great anyway. But I'd just like a few more game types to kind of change how many points, change how many tickets you may need to get per team. Just let us play around with the game like a little bit more. As I said, I love it to bits. I think it's absolutely brilliant multiplayer. It's my favourite multiplayer game of all time, but just a little bit more customization would make me feel really, really happy. I'd also like a few more kind of like training levels, maybe kind of like for the new people to the franchise that have never played it before, maybe came across from Call of Duty and they're trying Battlefield out. Some more like tutorials, because it is a bit daunting if you've never played the game before and then you jump into like a helicopter and you just don't know what the hell you're doing. You're just flying around, you'll crash, you'll really piss off all of your team members. Just give us a few more tools to play with. Ease the new people in, ease the new people that have come to the franchise into the game. Let them toy around, let them set up their own game modes. With Battlefield, I'll be happy. I mean, the single-player mode, you know, beef it up a bit, you know, make it really, really nice. I don't want it to kind of like go overboard as it looks like it's going with Modern Warfare 3 with the kind of like set pieces. I mean, how many times in a battle do you need to see 400,000 jets flying past like this? All these games and all the Battlefields just seems like they've took the entire world's military hardware, dumped it into a battlefield and just let everyone kind of like fight it and duke it out. So I'd like a couple more little tense moments. My favourite levels in the Call of Duty games are the ones such as what we're seeing now, the one kind of like the all gillied up level from Modern Warfare, the first one. You know, sometimes, I keep saying this many times, but sometimes less is more. You know, sometimes you can get so much more tension, so much more like specific gunplay from a quiet level rather than it just being all balls out. But anyway, moving on to Modern Warfare 3, it's coming out on the 8th of November. Battlefield's about a week or so before, on the 28th of October. Some new stuff that they've kind of like confirmed is it looks like they're going to be continuing the story from Modern Warfare 3, which I'm really happy about. We're going to be following the continued adventures of Soap McTavish, Captain Price, Nikolai, the kind of fugitive from the last game. We're chasing them. They're being chased all over the country. There's going to be all over the world. Sorry. There's going to be fights in, England, in France, in Germany. You know, it looks like they're really going all out with this kind of like global attack kind of like aspect to it all. Which I'm glad. I really like Captain Price. I really like Soap, and even though they're introducing some new characters, I really want to see what kind of like happens to these guys, because I've kind of bought into the characters now. I mean, as we're kind of like speaking, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see this very soon. I'm sporting a very massive Captain Price moustache just in homage to him. Captain Price is a legend, and I really want to see them carry that on. I want to kind of see more levels like this. I don't want to see... We all saw the level on at E3 where there's the huge battle for New York, and I mean, I don't even know how they're running it on the current generation of consoles. It just looks staggeringly good, but a bit too kind of loud and complex for me. It's okay for a few levels, but they just seem to be going really gung-ho. Some of you may be kind of, wetting yourself with excitement at the prospect of that. And admittedly, I do like a bit of action myself, but mix it up a little bit for me. Give me some quiet levels like this. Another thing they've confirmed is obviously the survival mode, which is going to be for 1 or 2 players. If you think kind of like the horde mode or the multiplayer kind of side of things from Bulletstorm, it's going to be you facing off against wave after wave of harder and harder enemies, which again, I love team-based stuff, so I'm looking forward to that, really a lot. I mean, it's going to be staggering. I'm sure that mode is going to take up so much of my time. Apparently it's going to be playable on every single map that you get in the game, and you earn kind of like cash to buy new weapons and perks and everything like this. On the multiplayer side of the game, what they've done is apparently they've gone back and revamped all of the kill streak system. That they've been listening to feedback. I don't know how much of the kill streaks they're going to include or leave out. I know lots of the stuff like Ghost and Last Chance really do piss a lot of people off, essentially. So apparently they're going to be removing some of the more annoying perks. They're going to start to make the players rely on skill rather than whatever kind of set of perks that they've got. They're going to be taking lots of the power perks out of the game and swapping them for some new ones. We don't know what those new ones are at the moment, but it's not going to be that long until we find out. I don't know if you've heard as well, but on September the 2nd, I think it's in the States, they're going to be having this huge weekend event which is called the Call of Duty Experience. If you're watching this from America, apparently you can get tickets for it now, apparently. They're going to be showing off lots of the game, because it's only going to be a couple of months until it's released. Apparently it's going to be the very first time that members of the public can go in, get hands-on with the multiplayer, see what they're doing with the modes. Of course, the beta for the actual subscription element of the game, which I know has caused some controversy with people, that's actually happening at the moment. So if you applied for that, you may be getting an email soon, saying that you've got into the beta. You can check out what all this stuff's going to be like. Me personally, I'm not that bothered about the stat tracking and everything like this, but I know for some people it's a real big important thing. I mean, admittedly, I did go and check out some of the stuff on the Halo websites of some of my games because they have all the stats tracking stuff on there already. But anyway, I'm digressing. So basically the question is this, and I really want to get some feedback from you. What is it that you're looking forward to about both of these games? Are you going to be buying them both? Are you just going to be sticking with Modern Warfare? Are you maybe an avid Call of Duty player who's been stuck with the franchise and you're looking for something new, so you're thinking about moving to Battlefield? If so, why is it that you're moving over? Have you just got a bit bored with the whole Call of Duty thing now? Do you want to try out something else? And exactly the same on the flip side. If you're an ardent Battlefield fan and you've not really played any of the Call of Duty games, which I kind of find hard to imagine, are you actually looking forward to Modern Warfare? Me personally, I love both games. I'm going to buy them both, but kind of for the reasons that I stipulated before. I really like the Michael Bay balls out action of the Call of Duty single player game. I just love it. I can sit and play them for hours. I've 100%ed on veteran all of the Call of Duty single player games before, and I really love the online team-based elements of Battlefield. And if they can kind of add to that, if they can give me more options to customize the game, if they can give me more options with my weaponry, I'm not that bothered about the perks and everything like that in Battlefield. It doesn't really need them. I love it as a squad-based shooter. But what is it that you're looking forward to in the games? Is there something that you're really looking forward to? Are you going to be getting one or the other, or indeed both? Just leave us a comment. Let's get some kind of conversation going here. It's not that long now until both of the games are going to be released. So guys, I'm going to end it at that. Please leave me some of your answers. Get in touch with us on Twitter or anything like this. This is Tony for TCTV, and I'm signing out for another week. You take care, you guys. Speak to you soon.